going for 5:30 p.m. Pacific time on Friday, July 11th. And I just want to have like a little heart to heart, or just share a little bit about how things are going for me and give a little context, have a little accountability and responsibility to engage with my audience and tell you how things are going. So no current events, no political stuff for the most part in this video. You may notice I'm not wearing my snazzy new microphones that I bought. I put a poll out today that was like, hey, I've gotten some complaints that my sound is clearer but quieter, and asking requests from folks to boost the volume in my videos. I boosted it as high as I can get it in the TikTok app, and then as high as I can get it on YouTube. And I put out a poll today, and about 75% of my viewers said that the sound is fine. And about 25% said that the new microphones are quieter. So they really reduce the background noise and increase the clarity of my voice in the videos. But folks said that it's not loud enough for some of them. And I know that some of my viewers on YouTube especially tend to run a little bit older, and I want to make sure that y'all can hear me. So please let me know. Watch some of the videos where I'm wearing a mic and then some where I'm not, and tell me the difference in sound quality for you. I also just want to say I'm wearing my little petite guillotines today. Folks ask me at like every single video where I wear the really big ones, where I got them. They're from Woodlands Custom Craft. They have an Etsy store, and then they're also here on TikTok. They have a TikTok shop. They don't sponsor me or anything. I originally bought this pair, and then I saw, oh, holy cow, they have a really big pair. And I bought my son a pair for his 17th birthday because he wanted them so bad. I got him the black ones. I have the wooden ones. But folks ask me all of the time, like, do you think it's really appropriate to be wearing guillotine earrings? What is that symbolism about? Are you advocating for violence? So let's just like back up a second. Symbolism, y'all, they're a symbol. They're a symbol. I've stated many times that my values are anti-capitalist in nature. And so, of course, I'm going to embrace symbolism that is all about making sure that we no longer have a billionaire class, right? That they are taxed. Just see, every time you see these, just think like, this is about taxing the rich, right? This is about taxing the rich. I'm not advocating for violence. Again, just like when people say eat the rich, they don't actually literally mean eat them, right? So I wear these all the time as a reminder that if we taxed the rich fairly, that there would be enough to go around for everybody in America. We could end homelessness, we could have universal health care, we could end poverty for every single American if the rich paid their fair share. Like if they just paid the taxes that they owed, $600 billion a year that the super rich are failing to pay of what they owe, not even increasing their taxes. That's just them being tax cheats to the tune of $600 billion a year. And yet the Trump regime has fired all of those IRS folks who are meant to investigate those billionaires and collect the taxes that they owe. Well, shit, I got political, and I did not mean to, but this is who I am. This is who I am, folks. Can't be anything else but me. So I just wanted to explain a little bit. My channel has grown exponentially on YouTube over the last 6 months, right? I went very quickly from 40,000 subscribers to I am approaching 400,000 here real quickly. And it's been overwhelming to have my channel get 20 times the number of views that I used to get at this time last year. I am so grateful that folks are interested in my content. I'm so grateful for all of your support and for folks watching and commenting. I'm now at a place where I can no longer moderate all of the comments. There's more than 10,000 every single day. I'm at a place where I'm dropping balls like constantly. I just realized today out of nowhere that I am, for several weeks, have not been posting my YouTube videos to my Patreon. I used to post every single one over there and then have a little paragraph. I'm so overwhelmed. I am working about 80 hours a week, 7 days a week. And that's totally on me, right? I am choosing to do that right now because I feel that there's so much that is important to cover. And also I'm at this phase where my business is just expanding in a way that feels so fast and so overwhelming. And I don't want to complain because that's a really good problem to have, but it just means I'm going through a lot of growing pains. I need to hire at least one person to work with me, maybe two people. I'm trying to find a dedicated studio space where I can film. y'all don't often see, but I have children who come in a lot. I have lots of disruptions. Folks knock on the front, like I film in my bedroom or in my living room, and it's just not really working anymore. I'm trying to really organize the business side of what I'm doing. I'm very technologically unsavvy, and so I thought I had fixed something today where it would automatically use like a little applet to automatically reshare all of my YouTube content to my Facebook page. And I was like, yes, it's connected. It says it's ready to go. And now every YouTube video I've posted today has an error for connecting to Facebook. And I don't know how to fix it because I'm just not, it's not my skill set, y'all. I understand plants. I don't understand computers. It's very non-intuitive for me. It's very frustrating for me. So I appreciate all of the grace and patience with y'all. I do want to say that I get people who tag me in videos on TikTok. I typically get between 100 and 300 tags every single day between my 2 TikTok accounts. I am going to be the first one to admit I rarely check those tags because I am so overwhelmed with the amount of interaction from people and how much time I'm already spending researching every single video, filming, editing, uploading, sharing to multiple platforms, and then like just taking care of business stuff behind the scenes. If you tag me in a video, I probably will not see it. And I've thought about turning tags off because I don't want people to think that if they tag me, I'm going to find the video. I also just want to say I'm way behind on checking my email. My business email has 7,000 emails sitting in it. I am just slammed with endless emails. And my DMs, same thing, hundreds and hundreds and hundreds. And I know that a lot of those are like bots or they're people who want me to collab on something. On my Gmail, it's usually people who want me to sponsor their product or whatever. And I don't really do that. So I know that I'm dropping balls all over the place, and I appreciate y'all having grace with me. I'm one person who had a platform and a business that could be done by one person a year ago. And now it is the work of probably 3 people. And I'm just scrambling to get organized and figure out what would it look like to hire somebody to work with me and to help me with all of the tech stuff and the editing and the posting, personal assistant or a social media manager, an editor, something like that. And how does that then free me up to be able to do more of the activism that really matters to me, right? Like in order to be able to go to my Indivisible meeting tomorrow morning, I'm going to have to put in a really long day right now because I'm working 7 days a week. And so I've got to film all of tomorrow morning's videos so that I have time to go to the Indivisible meeting. And I realize that I'm going to burn out very quickly. I guess I also want to say this too, like, please remember that I'm just some middle-aged lady in Portland, Oregon, and I'm just as deeply flawed as the next person. I'm just as deeply imperfect as the next person. And it doesn't mean that everything I say is going to be perfect. In fact, it means that I'm going to mess up. I'm going to be a real human being. I'm not going to be likable. Like I always say, if I have no haters, I'm dead, right? Like not everybody has to like me, and not every take that I have is one that you have to agree with. And yet we can still partner together. We can still work together for the causes that we care about, right? To me, I'm not really aware of how broad my reach is. Like my brain can't really come to terms with it when people that I know in real life or went to college with will be like, oh my God, my mother-in-law watches you. Or my neighbor was like, have you checked out this lady? And it was you. And like, oh my God, I knew you when you were 19 and you were a total asshole. That's really mind-blowing to me. The fact that I go out in public and I get recognized everywhere, even though I don't have these great eyelashes in real life. That's very, very overwhelming for me. And I think something that I'm trying to figure out how to work right now too is that people feel if they reach out to me that because I have a large platform or because I seem like I'm really capable and I can do all of the things, that they think I have extra bandwidth or time, or I'm able to like address all of their separate issues, right? And I just feel pulled in like 20 different directions right now. My personal Facebook page has this banner at the top of my Facebook that says, I'm doing too much and not enough. And that's definitely how I feel. So I absolutely am trying to figure out how to organize my business so that I have time to give to the causes that I care about. I had a little chat over email this week with some of the folks at Indivisible at a national level about how I can better and more strategically use my platform. So I'm going to get some more training from them. But also, like, I know people think that if they reach out to me or if I get tagged on social media or if they send me an email, that like I can help with their specific issue. And I think this is something where if I have an employee, they can help me with this, help me like see what those requests are, because I'm missing most of them. and then figuring out how to prioritize them because I can't get to everybody, even though I really, really want to. So I realize this is 10 minutes of rambling. I'm just feeling very, very overwhelmed right now. I appreciate the grace that y'all are extending to me. I'm trying to get my shit together so that I can have the most impact and do the most good with the resources that I have, the platform that I have, and also have time to give to my children and, protect my health and sleep and take care of my garden. Yeah, so that's just sort of where I'm at right now. So thank you for letting me be really imperfect and kind of muddle through all of this. Okay, only 8 more videos on my list to get to before it gets dark.